Good morning, traders. This is your daily market breakdown on the GBP USD on the 4-hour time frame. Yesterday, we had a bit of a shock. I know from the live streaming session, I mentioned that the conflict in the Middle East seemed to have died down. Clearly not. And it looks like the conflict is starting to spark up a little bit. And so we saw quite a lot of that reaction within these candles, pushing the price quite aggressively into the downside. Although it had touched our technicals very nicely here, because the price has come down, it has grabbed that liquidity, and then the market has decided, okay, you know what, we're actually going to start pushing up again. At this point in time, what I'm looking at is just trading the pullback. I think on the lower time frame, we have something down here where the price is likely going to retrace to. So I just wanted to capitalize on a little, on a shorting opportunity within the GBP USD. What I am waiting for is once it does finally come back for that retest, I would then look for those long positions, because overall, guys, we are looking at a uptrend with the GBP USD with all of these ascending lows and ascending highs. So that's what I'm playing on today. Very similar to the euro dollar. I'm just trying to trade the pullback, although obviously it's not looking that good, because we got that reaction. We had that initial announcement from Trump yesterday that the ceasefire is over, and that's what this is, this strong push into the downside. So what I'm expecting is that the price was actually going to come all the way down to around this zone here, which would have played very nicely into our technicals as well. And I'm still kind of hopeful, although I think what's going to happen is that the price is going to come back around my entry point, and I'll probably exit this position and start looking for those long opportunities sometime later today. Heading over to USD JPY, again, we are seeing that the price has pushed up quite aggressively into the upside. Sorry, this is from the live streaming. I'm not trading this currency pair, just so you guys know. What we're seeing is that the price has moved up quite aggressively, of course, in light of those announcements, pushing more pressure on the Japanese yen. We are now at a very key area of resistance, and we might start to see a little bit of a pullback on the lower time frames. Within that pullback, the pullback will likely go to around this area here, just before this zone. So if you're looking for those shorting opportunities on the lower time frames, and I completely understand, this would likely be your target. And then once the price does retrace into this area, you can then start looking for those long opportunities, because we are trending up aggressively on the Japanese, the USD to JPY these days. Heading over to the DXY itself. So yes, it's been having a lot of choppy movement here. We have now seen that market structure shift into the downside. We did see a strong push downward, grabbing liquidity that was resting below these areas. We can then see a really nice reaction to push that price back into the upside, coming back down for that retest, and now it's trying to push up again and break that market structure. It had then come back to this potential area of supply up here, and we are seeing that reaction. So what I'm hoping for today is on the lower time frames for it to come up just a little bit more, fail to break. It has to fail. If it does fail to break, then it will start to just move down. And when it starts moving down, that's when we're looking for our long opportunities on our major currency pairs. So that's what I'm waiting for today, and that's why I'm still in those positions on the GBP USD and the euro dollar, because I'm expecting the DXY to go up just a little bit more. So hopefully I can capitalize on that on our other major currency pairs. Heading over to XAU USD, it is upsetting because I was looking for those long opportunities yesterday. As I said to you guys on the live stream, what I was waiting for was the price to come back down to retest this area before pushing up, breaking market structure, and then I would have entered. And because we didn't see that, I didn't enter. And this is clearly a result of that initial announcement from Trump that the ceasefire was over, pushing the gold prices down quite aggressively. And I'm quite surprised, really, because the gold prices came down quite aggressively, but the DXY didn't shoot up so as much as I thought it would. So I'm not too sure what's really happening there. However, what we can see is that liquidity was taken from below this previous low here. We are now seeing that the price is pushing up a little bit. I'd have to drop down to the lower time frames to see what's actually happening. But I think what we might see is the price will re-enter around this area before continuing into the downside. So that will be my play. That's what I'll be looking for. I'll be waiting for that, or if on the lower time frames you guys are going long, fantastic. go long up until roughly around this point, and then start looking on the lower time frames for those market structure shifts or breaks of structure into the downside, and then enter into maybe a 1 to 2.5, 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, trying to target these lows down over here. So that would be my play on XAU USD today. BTC USDT, it has been quite surprising, I must admit, because previously I had envisioned that the price would continue following this trend line all the way down to the 52,000. That would have been the hard support, or the 55,000 level. It didn't, which is fantastic, and we're beginning to see that potential trend reversal. However, like I said on the live stream, I would not be entering into a trade until this line here is fully broken with a full body candle break and come back down for a retest around the area that actually achieved that break. And then I see a bit of confirmation again with that break. That would tell me, okay, I'm just going to be looking for longs now. I'm just going to start buying into BTC. That will just tell me that there's a really nice structural shift here on the higher time frames, and I would then be looking for those long opportunities. So at this point in time, as you guys know, I don't trade BTC USDT on the with my prop accounts, but just that would be my analysis if I were to trade BTC USDT. There it is, guys. I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in other daily market breakdowns.